Polycon 18. Can you let people know your name, your title, and what you're best known for in the blockchain space?
My name is Gabriel Abed. Uh, my title is I'm a founder and director of a Barbadian blockchain company called Bitt.com, Bitt. And Bitt is well renowned as being the first company in the world to work with central banks to digitize their money base. And we were the first successful implementation of such a pilot towards digital fiat currency.
Very cool, very cool. In one line, what can you say about Polymath?
Polymath is a standard towards digital securities, and that standard helps regulated stock exchanges get a better grip and allow them to have an almost interconnected network of settlement between securities. And that's kind of critical in the space where these guys are kind of scared and they don't know how to deal with the AML and the KYC process of taking on an internet community of these random tokens that are backed by this big scary monster called the blockchain. Polymath makes that palatable and easy for them to consume.
Awesome. And a little bit more about yourself and your involvement with Polymath.
Well, I'm one of the advisors for Polymath, so go Poly. They operate their headquarters in my home territory, Barbados, so I'm very close with the team. I love the team. I think they're great guys. I think Trevor's a bit of a workhorse, so they're very lucky to have a diligent, hardworking team. Chris, one of the co-founders, and Eric and those guys, they're brilliant in their own right, and they have a great team of tech. And it seems to be that they're on the right path towards bringing the blockchain world to the security world. And if they choose the right partners, which they seem to be choosing, I think that they could really make a difference in this space and disrupt a multi-billion-dollar market. For the better, of course.
Yeah. Well, talking about disruption, how do you think the security token market will actually disrupt the cryptocurrency scene?
Well, I mean, the cost in settlement and the clarity in that settlement, the friction added to that process. So starting at the exchange level, the cost efficiency of running a blockchain-based digital security versus a legacy book-based system, the cost savings to that exchange alone are astronomical. But then if you were to boil it down for the consumer, you now have accessibility, you now have the ability for the average guy in the street to start accessing second markets of growing his SME. So it's all about empowering the end user, empowering the service companies. It's all around win-win-win for all sectors. So the disruption comes in the form of efficiency, cost savings, and accessibility.
What do you think the future of ICOs would be, whether they are a security, whether they are a utility? What do you think is the future of an ICO, and why do you think that?
I think it's going to be both a security and a non-security, and arguments can be made for both. I do believe that we're going to see a correction in the price of these ICOs because they're coming out the door with ridiculous valuations based on really good ideas, but the governance in the team at the moment of when the idea came out with the paper is sort of weak. And I think the market is going to see a correction towards bringing these things back in line. And I believe regulators will start getting a bit more akin to this field and paying more attention from the perspective of drafting active legislation to meet the inefficiencies displayed in how the market handles it from a perspective of responsibility. Because sometimes the self-regulation is weak, and those cracks are causing victims to be formed, and regulators are going to do their best to regulate and ensure those victims don't come about. And I think with the non-security based ICOs, they're going to continue to flourish, and everyone's going to be building an ICO eventually. I just ripped the hole in my pants. I should do an ICO for that. So
it seems that everybody wants to do an ICO.
It just doesn't mean that they're all going to be successful, and they're speculating the failure rate of ICOs in the last 12 months is 48% or whatever that is. It's probably going to go up to 99% soon enough. And it's because you can launch an ICO for any and everything at this point, and some are math-based protocol levels that are actually really cool. Some are forks of other ideas with a bit of a change of someone else's paper, and some are application layer based, and they have utility to a niche market of users. But where the future holds is that we're going to see way more ICOs. There's going to be an ICO for everything. We're going to see the Internet of Things come about more as this Pandora box continues to open wider.
Yeah, great insight. And finally, how do you think securities on the blockchain will change finance and Wall Street?
Ooh.
Deep for the last question.
Well, I think in 10 years Wall Street would be a relic, like the Roman Empire. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So I don't think that securities as we know it today are going to be the securities of tomorrow. The function of a security, the look and feel, the design, the architecture, the way it's sent, the way it's received, the way it's settled, the way it's cleared, it's changing. It's changed, and companies like Polymath and conferences like Polycon are evident to that change.
Absolutely fantastic insight. I'm not going to shake your hands because I know you broke it, but hey, yeah, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thank you. Appreciate it.